I don't even understand why it's closed.
Inconvenient and kind of confusing as a tourist.
Seems like some sort of bureaucratic screw up at City Hall. Mayor can get on that.
It's been more than 2 months since this section of the seawall underneath Vancouver's Cambie Bridge has been closed off to public access. But despite the fencing, pedestrians are still finding a way to the other side. And many of them are finding the closure inconvenient and want the city to provide an update and ultimately take action. This stretch of the seawall was closed off for repairs by the City of Vancouver in January. The city saying the area was deteriorating and could eventually threaten public safety. A detour route was posted, but the lack of clear signage has been throwing off Vancouverites and visitors alike.
We just saw a sign at the other end said the road was closed, the gate was wide open, and it had a sign on no bicycle and no cars. But there was nothing saying no pedestrians, so we just kept walking, and then we ended up here.
Do you think that it's unclear?
Clearly unclear, yes.
So as someone coming here and looking at this sign, not knowing where Cambie Bridge is exactly, or Hinge Park, I have no idea which side is closed.
Pedestrians and cyclists are getting across the blockade using what appears to be an opening in the fencing, and some are walking along the rocks to get to the other side.
We came from the other side and there was no fence, and then we got here and then there's a fence and there's no clear signage to go around. It's really weird. It's really annoying.
People are climbing on the rocks where they can injure themselves to get around it.
But it would be nice to have it closed at both ends so you don't come walking in through here and then having to climb outside and be dangerous coming like you just saw being done. I thought somebody at City Hall dropped the ball big time.
This pedestrian tells City News he's 86 years old and the rocks are unstable under his feet.
If I get accident here, what's my coverage?
In a statement, the city says in part it's in the process of constructing a pathway approximately 10 meters south of the seawall. However, it wasn't able to provide a timeline of when the pathway would be complete.
It's an incredibly important facility to both tourists and Vancouverites, and it's used all year round.
Lucy Maloney with Vision Zero Vancouver says she doesn't want this closure to be a repeat of what happened at Central Valley Greenway, a major biking artery in East Van that was closed for 2.5 months back in the summer of 2022. That she says inconvenienced a lot of cyclists. She hopes the city fixes the seawall as soon as possible.
I think they should do something pretty quickly, for sure.
Yeah, it's a pretty well-traveled route. I mean, this is really one of the most iconic places in Vancouver.
In Vancouver, Angela Bauer, City News.